We are on shelf number 9. Got some goodies in here. Got some other stuff too. But either way, we'll start it off with Predators. Predators, not Predator. Robert Rodriguez. Well, you know what? He produced it. He didn't direct. Let's get that straight. Anyway, Predators. Adrian Brody is an action hero. That kind of makes me giggle. But either way, he pulled it off. There's some dumb moments to this, but for the most part, it's a pretty decent action-adventure thriller. I mean, not much to say about it, but it's decent if you haven't seen it. It's got some really cool cover art. I like the cover art, how it's embossed and shit. I like that stuff. I'm geeky, so don't judge me. Pride and Glory, I love anything Edward Norton's in. This one was, he's great in it, and there's some really good scenes between him and Colin Farrell, who plays his brother. A great supporting cast, John Voight, and, Toby Emmerich? Noah Emmerich. I always get people confused. But, just kind of a run-of-the-mill type cop family drama. But like I said, there are some pretty good moments here and there that kind of set it apart. This is by Gavin O'Connor, who later did Warrior, which I fucking loved. But either way, what do we got? It's Priest. I don't know. I didn't watch it yet. It's Danielle's. It's whatever. Paul Bettany. What are you doing, buddy? We've talked about Paul Bettany. We don't need to talk anymore. This just got pretty bad reviews and kind of bombed at the box office. But like I said, I haven't seen it, so I can't shit on it that much. But whatever. Priest. This movie I don't need shit on because it's pretty fucking good. Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's. It's the 50th anniversary of his... What did I say? Either way, it's the 50th anniversary edition. I haven't even put this in yet. I gotta watch it. I've seen the movie before, but I haven't seen what the transfer looks like or anything. There's a shit ton of bonus features, which I like. So I'll have to check those out. I like older horror movie special features just to see how... Because this was like the first slasher movie ever, so that'd be interesting to see. One of my favorite movies of all time, if you haven't seen, if you haven't noticed already, it's Pulp Fiction. God damn it, I can't say enough about this movie. Just, if you haven't, you have to see this. If you haven't seen it, you don't know what you're missing. Just a brilliant goddamn movie. I know a lot of people dislike it, and I dislike I can't talk today. Quentin Tarantino. The man's a goddamn genius. As evidenced right here. Pulp Fiction. I haven't put this in yet either. Jesus Christ, I suck. It's Raging Bull. The 30th anniversary edition. Martin Scorsese, I'll watch anything he does. And this one, I have seen this before. It's a great fucking character study. Some really cool cinematography and the use of black and white and stuff. Really good movie. I gotta watch this again. Looking forward to it. This movie I loved. It won the best animated feature this year. It's Rango. Just the animation alone in this is breathtaking. Some of the details the different animals' faces and just the hairs and the specks of fucking dirt on the ground. It's pretty goddamn good stuff. And I mean, just a great voice cast. Johnny Depp's hilarious in this. As is, who the hell else? We got Isla Fisher, Abigail Breslin, Alfred Molina, Bill Nighy, Ray Winstone, Timothy Olyphant, who does a pretty funny impression of Clint Eastwood. But just, brilliant. Just absolutely, this looks gorgeous on your TV, by the way. Just funny. It's a funny movie. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I didn't bring a kid to this, obviously, because who would trust me with children, but I laughed my ass off at this. A movie I didn't laugh my ass off. It's The Reader. Like, 2 hours of Kate Winslet naked. No, I'm just kidding. Very... not really hard to watch. Just a very nice drama, about, Nazi Germany in World War II and the effects it can have, on people long after it's over and whatnot. And just like forbidden love and a lot of those concepts. She won the Best Actress award for this, and it was well deserved. She delivers a fucking amazing performance. This movie here, I don't know how to... It's Real Steel. I saw the trailer for this. As everyone else did, I'm thinking, it's fucking Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That's all it is. So, I get it, knowing that it's going to be dumb, like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. But I was even more let down than I thought it would be. Like, I thought it was just going to be like a Transformers-type stupid movie with robots beating the shit out of each other. But the kid in this movie... Every fucking time that kid was on screen, I wanted to punch him in the face. Like, people say that about the extremely loud and incredibly close kid. I wanted to do that to him. The whole dancing thing with the robot, that's not, no, don't do that. That's not, who is that for? Who was that for? I was pissed off every time this kid was on screen. I like Hugh Jackman. He did a good job. The special effects are amazing. Production value had it all there, but that fucking kid, every time he would, and like, I was watching it and getting visibly angry as the kid kept coming on screen. I just hated this kid. I hope he never does a movie again. I hope he breaks his leg, and I hope he joins the army. I don't know what that means, but I really dislike that kid. The movie was okay, but that kid. Red State. This is on Netflix Instant if you have Netflix, and if you don't want to go out and buy it, but it's worth a watch. Kevin Smith, who's, you know, one of my favorite comedian directors, also did this horror movie called Red State, and it's fucking crazy as shit. It's like 4 movies in one. The tone changes every 15 minutes because it goes from like raunchy comedy, high school, to, you know, thriller, to political thing, to heist movie. It's just crazy. But I love the shit out of it. It's a ride. It's a fucking roller coaster ride with some really good performances from John Goodman and Melissa Leo. Just crazy as shit. And it does not play by any rules. So, like, if you think, oh, this character's safe, you're fucking wrong. Because so many people get killed in this movie. But definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it. This movie here is a really hated movie, and I love the shit out of it for some reason. It's Reindeer Games, Ben Affleck. I don't know why. I really like this movie. It's so, like, the plot holes in this movie are fucking huge, and half of it doesn't even make sense, and half of it seems like the writer got through all the way and was like, oh, wait, this would be cool if oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. But, I don't know. I liked it for some reason. Gary Sinise plays one of the most over-the-top bad guys in a while. I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun, like, Christmas caper type movie. Let's see here. What do we got? Repo Men. This one I saw in theaters, and I wasn't really going to pick it up. Halfway through the movie, I'm thinking, I mean, it's a decent movie. It's got some cool effects and stuff, but I wasn't really thinking about picking it up. Then I got to the ending where it's got that cool twist ending. It's not really a huge twist ending. It's just like a twist on the last, like, 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool and depressing. I like that. So that's what I went with. So that's why literally that. And then it's got some cool special features and stuff, but that's literally all I bought it for. I haven't watched it since because I'm an asshole, but I do remember that it does have some really good effects. And it came out the exact same year as Repo, the Genetic Opera, but it's just a cool concept of, you know, repossessing organs. Jude Law, Forrest Whitaker, Liv Schreiber. I love Liv Schreiber and anything, so that was good. These ones aren't mine. Again, these are mostly Danielle's, but it's the Resident Evil Collection Steelbook, so that's cool. I'm not a huge fan of these. Yeah, they're all right. I don't know. The second one and the third one. Wait, there's a fourth. There's the fourth one. Just regular. They're all right. I don't know. I didn't really get into it, but either way, I did get into this one. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Really fucking cool movie. Just the motion capture performance from Andy Serkis is just amazing as Caesar. That part, I mean, this may be a little spoiler, but that part, so spoiler disclaimer, part when he's just like, he screams no. I remember in the theater, it was a full packed house, because I saw it like the night after it opened or whatever. The full house, everyone's kind of snickering here and there, just kind of talking to themselves, and then it gets to the part he screams no, and literally every single person was just like, I'm shutting the fuck up. And they just stared at the screen, and I was just like, what the fuck's happening? This is crazy. He just yelled at me. But either way, I mean, great special effects, and like James Franco, when he's not looking high, delivers a pretty good performance. So does John Lithgow and Frida Pinto. But just a pretty cool origin story or prequel or whatever. I think they're having a sequel to this prequel, which starts to get confusing, but whatever. That was a good movie. Another good movie, Road to Perdition, Sam Mendes, Paul Newman, Jude Law in one of, like, he looks so creepy in this movie, but it's all about the Tom Hanks, just about a hitman and his son and the relationship they have. It's just it's slow, but it's very nice, but it's got kind of a sad ending, just to let you know. This one here, a lot of people haven't even heard of this movie. Whenever I talk about it, no one gets what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's Rules of Attraction. Tarantino received the writing credit for Pulp Fiction with another guy named Roger Avery, and Roger Avery went on to do this, and I think he did Silent Hill or something. I don't know, but this one is pretty cool. It's based off of a Bret Easton Ellis novel. The guy who did American Psycho. So in tone, you know what you're getting into, and I like those tones. I like those dark, comedic type tones that they don't really know which way they want to balance. But this was a cool movie, a cool soundtrack, and James Van Der Beek just goes fucking berserk through the whole movie, so that's kind of fun. But it's also got people who are now famous now, like Jessica Biel and Kate Bosworth. But yeah, this came out in like 2000, 2002. But either way, I thought it was worth a watch. I liked it. I haven't finished this yet. I've got like 10 minutes left. I've started it, stopped it, started it. So I started it, I stopped it. I watched it again for like 10 minutes and had to go. And then I was like, all right, I'm getting through this. So I started it from the beginning, and then again, it happened again. It's The Rum Diary with Johnny Depp. Like we talked about Fear and Loathing and how I didn't fucking understand it. Now I got to rewatch that one too. But this one seemed a lot more coherent. It's also based off of Hunter S. Thompson's, life in some way. But this one seems more coherent, but to be honest, it seems kind of bland. I don't know. I'm not really feeling too jazzed about it. I will finish it at some point. It's just, I don't know. I'm not rushing out to throw it back in, I guess. The Rundown. I love this goddamn movie. This movie, you notice how The Rock and Sean William Scott have been like 3 movies. Well, they've been in this, and they voiced together in that Planet 51 movie, and then they were in Southland Tales. I don't know. But either way, Sean William Scott and The Rock make a fucking cool pair. This is just a big rock'em sock'em goddamn action pick. Directed by Peter Berg, who did Hancock, and now he's doing Battleship. But anyway, Rosario Dawson and Christopher Walken are also in this. This is just a fun action movie. There's so few out there that are not mean-spirited, and this one was just fun. That's what I loved about it. One of my favorite movies of all time. Just a goddamn, and it's a travesty this didn't win Best Picture. It's Saving Private Ryan. Just an absolute monumental achievement. Everyone talks about that opening scene on Omaha Beach, and it is just absolute. It's fucking spellbinding. Not enough to say about it. Not enough to say about the whole movie. The picture quality on this is great because it's got that desaturated, grainy film look that I really respect and like, and just Steven Spielberg, my hat comes off to you. You made a fucking brilliant war epic. People are going to ask me, why do you only have Saw 6? Because it was $1 at Blockbuster. I like the first 3, and the last 4 could probably just fall off the face of the earth. I don't really, I care. It's whatever. I can take them or leave them. If they're $1, I'll pick them up. But I'll pick up the first 3 because I like those at some point. I don't know if I'll complete them all. It's whatever. But Saw 6. Last one on this shelf, guys, it's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I remember seeing this in theaters and being really jazzed right after I got out of it. Just because I had seen something, because it was just so new and different and vibrant and so fucking quick-paced. There was no room to breathe, and I really liked that about it. Just something new, something that hasn't been seen in a while. And I unfortunately didn't catch on because it was a bomb at the box office. But it might become a cult. It's one of those movies that I think in 10 years, people are going to be talking about it because it's like a cult classic type thing. But either way, I'll be back. We still got like 3 more shelves after this. And then I got to go back through and get all the ones that I bought since, because now there are ones in the A's that I've bought since and that haven't been shown. So I'll do that afterwards, after I get through all the other ones, and then I'll just start doing weekly ones, like weekly updates or whatever, because I wind up getting like 2 or 3 a week at least. But it's a sad life for me, but I like it. But either way, I'll see you guys.